Can you talk the talk of the motorcycle world? Let's find out. Squid, a rider who skips the gear and rides recklessly. Usually spotted in shorts, a t-shirt, and a whole lot of overconfidence. Chicken strips, the untouched edges of your tires, indicating how far a rider leans into corners or how much they don't. They're like a badge of caution or shame, depending on who you ask. Bagger, a motorcycle with saddlebags built for long rides and road trips. It's like the SUV of bikes, roomy and ready for adventure. Counter steer, turn right to go left? Sounds weird, but it's how you lean into turns on a motorcycle. Trust the physics, not your instincts. Two up, riding with a passenger. Bonus points if they hold on tight and don't scream during sharp corners. Death wobble. That heart-stopping moment when your handlebars start shaking like a dog in a thunderstorm. Grip tight and pray it stops before you do. A brain bucket is a slang term for a helmet. It's the thing that keeps your brain inside your skull, so use it. Road rash is the souvenir you get when you go sliding across the pavement. It's like a tattoo, but one that doesn't heal quickly. Twist the wrist is the universal sign for going faster. A quick twist of the throttle, and it's like you're in a live-action video game. Enduro, a motorcycle designed for off-road endurance racing. Lightweight, rugged, and built to tackle tough trails and challenging terrain for long distances. It's the ultimate off-road warrior. Scrambler is a motorcycle that's built for both the streets and the dirt. It's like a Café Racer, but with more adventure in its soul. Thumper is the single-cylinder engine that thumps its way into your heart. It's loud, it's proud, and it's built for that off-road life. Barn find. That dusty, forgotten bike hidden away in a barn for years. It's rusty, but with some TLC, it's a hidden gem just waiting to be restored to glory. Trail braking is a pro move, where you brake into a corner while still leaning. It's a tricky balance of speed and control only for those who like living on the edge. V-twin, the heart and soul of American motorcycles. Two cylinders shaped like a V delivering that unmistakable rumble. It's power, style, and sound all in one. Just listen. Naked bike is a motorcycle stripped of fairings and windshields. It's just you, the machine, and the wind. No distractions, no secrets. Slip-on is a type of exhaust modification where only the muffler is replaced. It's a popular choice for better sound, style, and a slight performance boost. Sidecar is a quirky attachment bolted to your bike for passengers, pets, or whatever fits. It's functional, vintage, and a great way to make room for one more. Monkey butt. That all-too-familiar discomfort after long rides. Sweat, friction, and hours in the saddle can make even the toughest riders cry. Torque is the low-end power that launches your bike forward with authority. It's what makes acceleration feel less like a choice and more like an inevitability. A bobber is a motorcycle that's been stripped of unnecessary parts, a process known as a bob job, hence the name. Highway pegs. Footrests for when you want to kick back and cruise. Basically, it's putting your feet up on the coffee table, but on a bike. Quickshifter is a device that eliminates the need to use the clutch or throttle when shifting gears on a manual transmission. It's like texting without looking. Clutchless shifting is the art of changing gears without the clutch and without quickshifter when RPM, the speed of the vehicle, and the gear you are shifting to from is just right. But do it wrong, and your bike might not forgive you. Wheelie is when the front wheel is raised so that the vehicle is balanced momentarily on its rear wheel. Riders call it a stunt. Gravity calls it an argument. Knobbies are off-road tires with chunky treads designed for maximum grip in dirt, mud, and sand. Great for trails, not so much for whisper-quiet city rides. Wind buffeting is that chaotic airflow that makes your helmet shake like a bobblehead at high speeds. It's the wind's way of reminding you who's boss. Track day, a day dedicated to testing your skills and nerves on a closed circuit. It's where you and your bike can go full throttle without worrying about speed limits or traffic cops. Drag bars, low, straight handlebars that give your bike a sleek, aggressive stance. Chain slack is the amount of play in your motorcycle's chain. Too tight and it strains your drivetrain. Too loose and it could ruin your day and possibly your bike too. Rev Limiter is a safety feature in your engine that prevents it from exceeding a certain RPM, revolutions per minute. It kicks in to stop you from pushing the RPMs too far and turning your motor into scrap metal. Belt drive is a smooth, low-maintenance alternative to chains. It's quiet, clean, and feels like the VIP treatment for your rear wheel. Supermoto is a dirt bike dressed up for the streets. Think knobby tires swapped for slicks and a whole lot of attitude for urban playgrounds. Track tires are high-grip tires designed to stick to the track like glue. Amazing in corners, but don't expect them to love potholes or rainy roads. Crash bars are metal guards designed to protect your bike and sometimes your legs in a fall. Think of them as your motorcycle's suit of armor. ATGATT means all the gear, all the time. It's the golden rule for staying safe on two wheels. The number of cc, cubic centimeters, refers to the engine's displacement, or size. As a rule of thumb, more cc means more horsepower, more torque, and more fun, probably. A liter bike is a 1000 cc motorcycle. Since cubic centimeters equal milliliters, 1000 cc is 1000 milliliters, or 1 liter. Simple, right? Carbs. Not carbohydrates, but carburetors. Carbs mix air and fuel for your engine. Classic bikes often have them instead of fuel injection. Twisties. Not that salty snack, you hungry raccoon. Twisties are those curvy, winding roads that bikers dream about. Ape Hangers. Those tall handlebars that make you look like you're hanging on for dear life or like an ape. Super iconic, but maybe not great for your wrists. Cage is biker slang for a car. When you're on two wheels, everything else feels like a cage. And looks like one, too. A dual sport is a motorcycle built for both on-road and off-road adventures. The best of both worlds. Lane splitting is riding between lanes of traffic. Illegal in some places, but it's a great feeling to pass a traffic jam like that. ABS prevents your wheels from locking up during hard braking, keeping you safe in sudden stops. You'll definitely want that on your bike. Stoppie is a braking stunt where the front wheel stops so hard, the rear wheel lifts off the ground. It's a show of skill, balance, and a little bit of courage. Don't try that at home, kids. Saddle time. The hours you spend riding and building skills. The more time you're on the bike, the better you'll get, and the more you'll feel it the next day. Busa is a short term for the Suzuki Hayabusa. This legendary sport bike is known for its incredible speed and aerodynamic design. Café Racer is a stylish, stripped-down bike made for speed and agility, inspired by the café-to-café races of the 1960s. It's all about vintage vibes and looks. Rev-Matching is the advanced technique where you briefly twist the throttle during downshifting to match the engine's speed with the lower gear, delivering silky smooth transitions and a satisfying sound to go with it. So how many did you already know? Leave a comment with your favorite one.